he farted it. He shitted it, farted it on my...
I can't even do nothing about it. Welcome back to the A rank of the new game. Is there multiple pluses of new?
After this is just like an infinite...
Infinite Nene? Okay.
Yeah.
So we are Motham right now, currently. But it's time to battery low Bright Beach.
We are entering a new casual session. A new casual phase of Shoten-Shuspen.
Yep, this is the this is a new session we just begun. Just now. See, it sucks because there's no way for them to know.
Yeah,
I'm not lying.
This was actually
or I am lying.
Just 15 minutes away from now. This is 15 minutes ago. We're doing this new one.
Yeah, but like for real this time. Anyways, we're moving forth. Do you think we'll beat the New Game Plus right now too?
I don't think we'll beat it this episode, but we'll probably.
Well, obviously, we are not here.
But yeah, we'll beat it this session.
Okay.
I mean, unless you don't want it. We could have beaten it last session. You just said, hey, you want to stop playing?
I didn't realize that we were so close to the end. You know?
Yeah, well.
But it's okay. We beat it into a singular, and then now we're gonna do a one a Nene.
You have a knack for making us stop things right before they're actually.
I didn't do a single.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was definitely my balls that did it.
Oh, I should download We Play, the first one, real quick.
What does that do?
We Play? It's a game. You play it.
Oh.
It's got billiards on it, but it's like motion-controlled billiards. I was thinking about Minnesota Fat, speaking of things that you ended prematurely, and then I was thinking about things that make me happy.
And
that's
one of them.
We Play is two of those things.
So you enjoy the billiard motion control game?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a minute since I've played We Play.
Because it sounds like a disaster.
Like, we could just do a little playthrough of We Play. Like, you've never played it, and it's been a hot minute since I've played it.
Hey, man, we can do whatever you think is epic.
All I've got is We Play motion. We Play's good. It's one of those quirky weekends. It's not actually good. Like, you know, you can watch a review of it. If you went and watched a Scott the Wasp, you'd be like, it's shit. But, I mean... it's shit, but from a time in which the quality, the level of quality... the minimum level of quality was a little bit higher.
Right.
So, you know, it was good, actually. And now it's
Scott the Waz is one of those YouTubers that I have not ever watched on my own time. I know about him, but I see these, like, comments sometimes on random places on the internet where it's just like, Scott the Waz, question mark? Because someone looks similar.
And I'm like, look like a white nerd.
Oh, is that what y'all thought? The first thing you saw this thing was Scott the Waz's face?
You thought he looked like that?
Because, like, I would never have thought of that at first.
Holy shit, Scott the Waz.
It's kind of easy to look like him, though.
Yeah, it's a secret.
He's got pretty generic genetics, I would say.
Yes.
The double G, as they say.
But it works for him. He's the most relatable there's ever been.
Is he really?
Yes.
Punchy. Uh-oh, he's going to hit you with his tentacles.
2 ranged moves. In his mouth, too.
You're saying whose mouth? Scott the Waz has a general mouth? Or?
No, I was right in the Lumion's mouth whenever I did the big beam that charges.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, fork.
Oh, frig. Oops. Man, I wonder if there's been a nice Tentacool before who's actually Tentacool. I mean, but like like
Holy
not
shit.
the small one, but like he's Tentachill.
And that's his name.
Yeah. Just the one exists. Tentachill.
Not tentacle, but actually he's nice.
But like he's cool though. But he's the bigger one though.
Yeah, instead of like Galarian form, it says that's his form.
Oh my gosh! If they made another Tentacool line, but they made Tentacool the bigger one, and then it's like a, I don't know.
My friend has arrived.
A fire type, perhaps. You know they did that.
Shit.
They made a new set of them for Gen 9.
They did what?
They did this. They started this new thing in Gen 9 where instead of it being like other regional variants, they're called like, I forget what they're called, but they're like fakes basically, where they look almost exactly like the other Pokemon, but they're different typing. And not only are they different typing, but they're technically a different species too. So it's not like the regional variants where they are the same species, but they're just very different. Now it's like they're the same, but like
From a
They are
different
still
place.
different, but they're not the same species anymore.
Bro, what?
They're called. I think the community calls them like regional fakes. And they made a line for Tentacool and Tentacruel, but instead of them being jellyfish things, they are instead mushroom things
I feel like it's
that walk on the ground with their things, and they just look similar. But anyways, if they did another line of those, that would be cool, I think. Man, there's a lot of these little these guys, these cruel men.
Yeah, it's a bit of the ocean and stuff.
Yeah. Also, in the context of us being in the playground and whatnot, it's weird that all of the enemies are alling after us and not anyone else.
It's because we've got a reputation for stealing other people's toys.
You know what? You might be right, actually. That could be... Our I almost said our necrophilia, but that's not the right word. Our, what's the stealing one called? I forget. It doesn't matter. Our stealing nature.
Kleptomania.
Klepto. Our klepto has spread amongst the peoples, and they fight us. But we take their stuff anyway, like this. Oops, mine now. It's okay. No, you know what it actually is, though? We're actually at the Pokemon Park, and all of these things fighting us are actually just like the toys in the store. And if we defeat one good enough, then we get to have it. Actually, you know what? No, it's not even that. Our mom just lets us buy it. She's like, "Oh, you like that one? Okay,
What's him as Rotom?
you can have it." Oh, Rotom is real. Rotom, hello.
My friend. Oh.
Give me. Oh.
I'm angry now. No, I wanted a friend.
Can you be my best friend?
Shit sucks. Alright,
Well, you got a lot of options here. You got Tentacruel and Tentacruel,
fart on him. Oh, it's not.
some more Tentacruels, and a Pinpluff.
Dude, I have several tentacles. Did you know?
Impoli.
Wow.
He's water steel. That's a weird typing combination, but he's him.
Damn.
Look at him go. Steel is it's weird how they have 3 different typings that are almost the same. Like ground, rock, and steel all seem similar, but they are different, of course. But I just mean like they all feel the same, if you know what I mean. Does that make any sort of sense?
What are you. What?
Like
Oh,
rock,
okay.
ground, and steel all have the same sort of feel to them,
I guess.
even though they're all unique typings.
I wouldn't say ground. I wouldn't put ground in there, but rock and steel are kind of defensive themed, and I guess I'd lump them in there. Even if rock isn't actually, it just feels like it.
Yeah, rock kind of is sucky as defense. Honestly.
Ground feels like spellcaster, but a shield, but ground oriented. It's like earth. In my
Yeah, I
brain,
mean they are
it
definitely
feels that way.
different, even the context I'm saying. I'm just but to me they just feel similar. But they are very different. I'm running around at the speed of Tentacruel.
Yeah. How fast is that, bud?
It's pretty slow, actually.
Damn.
Actually, no.
Roll down.
Yo, is that rollout? That's kind of a
That's
crazy.
pretty cool. I want that.
Also, the amount of
No.
Gen 4 Pokemon we've encountered has gone down, I think.
They ran out.
We're finding more and more Gen 1 things as of late. By the way, excluding the possibility of going back to the non-New Game Plus areas, is it possible to go to just like the previous ranked zones that you've already been to?
Yes.
Okay. Cool and epic and good. You know, New Game Plus things. Have you ever? I mean,
No.
this game doesn't count, but like, I don't even
No.
know. Have you even played a game that has a New Game Plus?
I've played them, but I generally don't play them through.
You don't play the new game once you get there.
No.
Because I remember I played Dark Souls 3 and I got to like New Game Plus 4, or I think maybe just 3. I don't know. There's a certain point though where the new game stopped getting harder and it just is a new number. I think in Dark Souls 3 it was like New Game Plus 7 was the highest difficulty, and then everything past that was the same. I think.
I like it whenever the game gets harder in a smart way, and it's just like, or I like it whenever the game introduces new stuff, not whenever the game is just the game, but it's harder because you've like ramped up
The numbers,
through-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think in some cases Dark Souls did do that. I think they give like the bosses new attack patterns sometimes and stuff, so that's cool.
Yes, that's good.
But most of the time, it's just a stat increase, I think.
More enemies. That's lame, stupid, not bad.
More enemies, more health, and that kind of thing. But there is some of that, yes. Also, I would not have known. I would not have known that Probopass was a. What was it? A rock steel type? I would not have known that. Yeah, Machoke was made for this area. Look at him go. Oops. Rock kind of sucks defensively, though. It's like weak to so many common types, like especially water and even grass. Like it's
Listen, man.
pretty bad. It's okay though. We'll give it the pass because Brock likes it. Who do you think Brock is the most memorable gym leader? Actually, no. I think.
No.
What's her name with the mill tank from Gen 2 was probably. I say she's the most memorable, yet I can't remember her name. But you know what I mean.
Cynthia exists, Misty exists.
Yeah. Crazy that Brock and Misty were like right at the beginning of the games, and then they were like, "Yep, you're going in the party for the anime."
Well, these are the first things you see.
Yeah, I suppose.
And everyone else is, well, not everyone.
But it's weird though, right, that they chose to do that way, because yes, they are prominent characters within the games, so it makes sense that they would be prominent in the show. But in terms of like logic, it doesn't make much sense because it means they have to leave the gym. It's like, well, how are they gonna gym battle now? Although I guess Misty, it didn't matter because she had like Misty sisters, I think, in the show.
Brock probably had parents or something on there.
Brock had some sort of weird family relationship thing going on, where like his parents left and he had a bunch of siblings that he had to take care of, and he became the dad, and that's why he was so good at cooking. I think that was the plot. I don't remember.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's epic.
Did you get fissured? You might have got fissured.
No.
Unless you were just low, in which case you might have just got hit. And that move is unfortunate, how it only attacks in that one little area. But it's okay. Whoa! Okay, can't lie. They did Golem justice, because most of the time they made the heads really big, but here they didn't really make his head that big. They just kind of made his body big, and that's kind of what he needed.
That's what homie needed. Oh, God.
They did it. They did good for my boy. Imagine being able to just boulder at people. My goodness, the possibilities. Could you imagine?
There it goes.
Yo, Weavile has arrived. Oh, but Sneasel. Sneasel is not around.
That's epic.
So many Gen 4 Pokemon are just like at it, like new things on the old things. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about earlier, the Roserade thing that you said you would have sex with.
Yeah.
The middle evolution is not in the game, which is really funny. I would assume anyway. It seems that way so far. We've yet to encounter a Gen 2 or 3 Pokemon. You know, Black and White, how they did that thing where it was like, for the beginning of the game until you beat the Elite Four, there were only the new Pokemon that you could find and nothing else.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. They should do that more often.
No, but if they do that, then the people who like the old shit will get mad.
Well, the old stuff can still be in the game, but just like post-game. But yeah, it kind of... It's kind of bad, though, because... Like you said, like... In the newer age, it'd be kind of bad because... Not every Pokemon exists within the game files, so... Even if they did do that, then they'd have to like cram all the old things in like a bit of a smaller area for the post-game stuff, so it wouldn't really work as well. But like still though, it's kind of cool because it makes sense as to why in Gen 1 you could only find Gen 1 Pokemon, because obviously at the time those were the only ones that existed. But in terms of that, if that was just like a concept where it's like, oh, only this region has a bunch of unique things that only they exist at, or whatever, you know. Anyway, I'm babbling at this point. The gen idea is, I think that's a cool thing, but also stinky, just like armpits. What? Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So, Chris, I'm sorry. I was
just letting you have your moment, and then it turned into whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that was. I apologize. I was like, what's something cool that stinks, and I could be funny by saying it. You know, I should have just said butts. I should have just said butts. That would have been a lot That would have been a lot more tame of a thing to say.
Just stares at me for approval. Please do.
Please do. Tell me butts are okay to say.
No.
No. You know what? It's fine. I'll take the hit there. You know, since I talked about last time being cooked and whatnot, I've been questioning my mental a lot. And by my mental, I mean like
Whether or not
I have some sort of condition or not.
Yes.
And I obviously I have no way to prove it, and I don't really care either way. But the idea, the point is though, that if I do, does that mean that I have to?
Would you still love me if I was?
Would you still love me? I mean, it's a thing where it's like it doesn't matter to me. So even if it is true, it's whatever. But like, I wonder if that means that I have to think about my. Because like I take sort of pride in the fact that everyone thinks that I'm stupid and like a goofy guy, but also like super smart. Like I've heard people say that people with autism have like higher intelligences on average.
Yeah.
So like, I like to think that I'm pretty smart, and so but like if I find out that I have some sort of condition, does that mean I have to feel like, oh well, I'm smart, but I'm not like naturally gifted. It just happened to be a side effect of whatever.
I mean, I would still consider it naturally gifted, just in a weird way. In a way that isn't what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, it'd be like if someone told you that like you have a talent for like, I don't know, painting or something, and then later down the line you find out that actually your talent of painting was actually just because you had brain damage as a kid, and it's like, oh, not that I'm saying that the autism would mean I have some sort of brain damage. I just mean it just has an analogy.
What?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Okay, great. Goodbye, everybody. On the next episode. No, I don't.